At the end of training, every magician chooses the coat that suits him best. You passed through 4 portals. You learned 4 spells. Now the time has come. Which is the robe that belongs to you?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the final episode of The Night of the Rabbit. Lastly, we captured all the lizards, and we think we might have saved Mousetown. And now it's our turn to choose our magician's jacket. So let's take a look and see which one suits our fancy.
This one looks a lot like the coat the Marquis is wearing. That is definitely not for me. I hope he's alright. I feel a bit sorry now that I yelled at him like that. This one looks like adventure, thrills, and fierce battles at sea. I like that sort of thing, and yet... No, I don't think I should pick it. What a fancy suit! This could certainly belong to a great illusionist, and yet, it's not for me. Wow! Dashing, but definitely not my cup of tea. Whoa! A classic. But again, it's not mine.
I would totally pick that one. Just like Merlin, everything.
This is the kind of suit that would cause a TV screen to flicker if a talk show host was wearing it. That's not what I want either. Endless coats and jackets, robes and parkas, and they all look like they've been well worn. Is one of these coats really right for me?
There appears to be a mysterious beginning of a door here.
Ooh, I see light coming through a small opening. Wait a second. Is that a keyhole? Aha! Where there's a keyhole, there's usually a... door.
Ha-ha!
Huh? But this is my bedroom. Am I back home then? Back in my own time. How did I get here?
You are dreaming, Jerry. Nobody knows this room better than you do. Here, it only exists in your mind's eye.
I see. So, what am I doing here if this is all nothing but a dream?
The truth you will find here. The knowledge that you repressed is more than real. Pick your coat, Jerry. Pick the robe that belongs to you.
My coat? Where would I find a coat here? There's plenty of cool stuff in my room, but as far as coats go... Hello? Mr. Old Magician? No reply. Magic's all well and good, but we still need to work on communication.
Well, he's left us to our own devices again, so let's see if we can try and find a coat somewhere in here. It's just laundry that we can't click.
Oh, there's my summer reading list. My English teacher wanted me to read and summarize an utterly tedious book from way back when, during our vacation. Doesn't matter now. I can still do that tomorrow night. Probably.
Probably. Just, lazing on about, Jerry. Don't worry about school.
Yeah, I know. You can see I made it myself, but at least I did make it.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Totally interesting. My books about conjuring and magic, and a couple of books with tales about magicians solving crimes. They're not half bad.
That's where we came from. I don't think we want to go back there. Can we use the door?
I think I hear the television in the living room. I wonder if Mum's home. It's closed. Never mind. If this is only a dream, then Mum's probably somewhere else altogether, waiting for me.
Ah, we found another closet.
Board games, sports stuff, old picture books, and my comic collection. Oh my! I bet the next issue of Dimension Upsilon will be totally awesome. Are the crocodile people really going to attack London?
Aha! We found a secret storage niche.
Ah, that's right. There's a storage hole here. Mum said that this was originally intended for some stairs to the basement. There's nothing here now but a few dusty boxes. Dusty boxes, just like I said. I'm sure there's nothing in there but old junk. Oh, what's that? An old leather jacket. Never seen it before. But something tells me. Yes, I knew it.
Pick your coat, Jerry.
That's my coat.
Pick the robe that belongs to you.
This robe belongs to me. My jacket, it's gone.
It was only a dream. Yet you have chosen. You are a tree walker, magician.
But this coat, it...
You are beginning to remember. Who owns this coat, Jerry?
It's like a hole in my memory. There is somebody. I saw him at the portal trees too. He called my name.
Who was it? Look at this card.
My father! It's my father! Oh no, how could I forget him? Where is he?
I saw it. Something entered your world, Jeremiah, seeking a beginning. But when it entered your world, something else had to leave.
Your father was torn from your world, and even from the memory of his family.
Oh no. Where is he now?
He wanders the space between the worlds. You were able to sense his presence near the portals where the boundaries blur.
There is only one way to help him. Only one way.
Good luck. I hope his story has a happy ending.
The Hall of Apprentices. What are we doing here?
We must make our way to the clearing of the first tree.
The clearing of the first tree?
The signs were obvious, but I overlooked them for too long.
What signs?
The posters. The lizards. A spell has been cast on the first tree. A forbidden magic which is spreading to all the portal worlds.
The posters? Right. The people of Mousewood were completely obsessed with the idea of seeing the great Zaroff. But nobody knew where he was.
He must have worked a spell in the clearing of the first tree. Through the corruption of the first tree, Zaroff has projected himself as an obsessive idea which spreads like the plague. The Lizard Consortium has exploited this situation, the mania of the inhabitants of Mousewood, and now he draws them to the clearing of the first tree in their dreams. The Marquis knew about it.
So that was the danger he was talking about. But why did he disappear?
We must break Zaroff's curse. Only then will we be able to rescue the inhabitants of the portal worlds and restore the balance. Only then will your portal be able to lead you back home. Only then will your father find his way back to your world.
What do I have to do?
The Hall of Apprentices confirms what I already knew. You are a true tree walker. Your training is complete. You must find the fifth portal. However, the tree walkers have sealed it. A sound carrier is hidden in this hall. It is the key to opening the path to the clearing of the first tree. The device can be used to transport sounds. I will attempt to reach the clearing in active sleep. I hope to meet you there. I wish you luck. Hurry, before it is too late.
Love the little narcoleptic. I'll try and help. Goodbye, Jerry. So, yeah, our world is in deep doo-doo. So, we gotta try and save it.
I'm done with this for now. I'm done with this for now.
Gonna send our message back to the main tree by touching the leaf to the stone.
That must be the sound carrier the magician talked about. And now where do I find the 5th portal? It's night once again. I'd better hurry. I need to open the portal to the clearing of the first tree.
So this is the first tree, and we have to activate it with the sound carrier.
It looks like it was hit by lightning about 1,000 years ago. Somebody seems to have carved 4 openings into its gnarly trunk.
So let's start off. Oh, it's cute. It looks like a little singing man.
Hey, it's starting to vibrate in my hand, and it sounds just like the wind blowing through that hollow stump. This is crazy.
So we activated the tree, and now what we have to do is we have to go back to all the places that we found the 4 crystals, like up in the tree to the side here where the moths are, the one by the old radio station down this way, and the other 2 that are around Mousewood. We need to activate them with our sounding stone.
Oh-ho! Aha! The little crystal statue is starting to vibrate, just like the sound carrier. Oh! The whistling of the wind at the portal tree made the little statue shatter.
And we're gonna pick up what is left on the
I'd
ground.
better take that.
That was cool. Just restores itself back. Alright, so I'm gonna jump us to the places that we need to go just to save time. And here we are at the second one. Just have to use the sound carrier again.
Oh-ho! Aha! The little crystal statue is starting to vibrate, just like the sound carrier. Oh! The whistling of the wind at the portal tree made the little statue shatter. The whistling of the wind... I'd better take that.
And just like that, it restores itself. And we're going to move on to the third place. And the path tree is where we need to be next. So let's activate it.
Oh-ho!
I'm just going to skip the dialogue real fast. It's good enough.
Oh! The whistling of the wind at the portal tree made the little...
Yes, thank you. Grab the amber.
I'd better take that.
Watch it get restored. And to the last location, which is behind the town hall. And here we are at the last place. I think the wood sprite is dead.
But that's... It looks like he just fell apart. Now there's only a pebble and a couple of twigs.
Will he come back together if we use the coin? Nope. Okay, I think he's dead. That's not good.
Oh-ho! Oh! I'd better take that.
Yep, let's just take that real quick, Jer. And we're gonna jump back to the old portal tree again, so we can finish our task. So I'll see you there in a second. And we're back. So, what we have to do now is we have to place the images where they belong.
That probably needs to be inserted somewhere.
Yep, they are right. So we have to put it inside the big old tree. Just do this real fast.
Perfect!
Or you know, at Jerry's speed, which is leisurely apparently.
Excellent.
And last one. So we have an eye, 2 hands, and a heart.
It fits! There, that's it. A door! That must be the passage the old magician was talking about. The portal to the clearing of the first tree of Mousewood. Hey, what is this? A room made of green glass. And a sparkling silver key in a fountain. I bet that's some sort of security device fashioned by the old tree walkers to protect this mysterious portal.
Quite pretty. It's making me think of Alice in Wonderland a little bit because of the big caterpillar.
A glass statue of a caterpillar. It's holding a panel with various picture tiles. Why is it smiling so mysteriously?
That just makes me think of it more because of the Cheshire Cat.
Forget it. I can't work it out. Ugh, what is that smell? It's really burning my eyes and the inside of my nose. It must be an acid fountain. That is downright mean.
So since Jerry keeps saying, I can't figure it out, we have to use our Glimmer of Hope spell on the puzzle and it'll get solved for us.
Ha! I could never stand these sliding puzzles anyway.
Yep, so instead of just solving it, let's destroy it. What the hell?
I've got the key! Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Oh man, that was a close shave.
Yep, it's a good thing we stepped off of it. So let's use this key on the little door.
The portal to the clearing of the first tree. The time has come. If only the Marquis were here, or the old magician. He was going to try and meet me there in his dreams. I hope it works, but for now I appear to be on my own.
Watch out, Jerry! The fox! But where is it now?
Right in front of you, Frog.
Ooh.
Plato, this is Kitsuna. You've met her before. She's a very special fox.
You can say that again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know the first thing about magic and such like. Except for Anya's lingonberry pancakes.
You're so cute.
Kitsuna, Plato, what are you doing here?
I won't let you go through there by yourself, silly boy. This tree smells funny. Your path will take you to a place that not even I know. You are definitely going to need my help.
My parents used to tell me about the first tree walkers. They said a tree walker is someone who will help others when they're in need. You are a tree walker, Jerry. I'm nothing but a simple mailman. But perhaps I can be a tree walker too.
I'm so glad I won't have to do this by myself.
Right, Jerry. Let's get it over with. Whoever's disturbing the worlds will have to answer for it. I want to return home.
I want my friends to wake up again.
And I want everything to be okay again. Everything. Plato? Kitsuna? Where did they go? They were walking right next to me. Where am I now? It's dark, but light here at the same time. The air feels electric somehow. All the little hairs on my arms are standing on end.
You seem to be in the in-between world where the tree sprite first met the Marquis at the beginning. So it's like we're in between our story and stories yet to come in different places.
Is this the right path now? Is this the right way?
No, it is not. But I just wanted to show you guys that no matter which one you take, it will lead you right back here. So when we don't know what to do, we ask for help.
Jerry,
Hello?
Jerry, so far I haven't been able to advance to the clearing. I need to be careful and not lose sight of my goal. My waking mind is starting to dream, to dissolve. Zaroff denies me access, but you appear to be closer to him already.
But I'm stuck here. What can I do?
You are between the worlds, just like me. But while Zaroff is misdirecting my spirit, he is leading your body astray. Zaroff's curse is strong. I know only one who wields enough power to help you here, between the worlds. A dangerous magician. Take this.
This looks familiar.
You need to summon him, like you did once before. Even if we may all come to regret it. But when you ask him for help, do not show any weakness.
Hello? Oh, magician? He's gone. Alone again. What was that noise?
That would be me,
Not another crow?
Raven.
Not another... Wait, you can talk.
Some even say I talk too much.
I think he's adorable. Let's see what we got from the old magician. Some tree bark. Alright, looks like Jerry doesn't have anything to say about it, just some tree bark. Let's talk to this fellow, maybe he can help us.
Hello?
Ah,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
of course. You're right in front of me, aren't you?
Who are you?
If you want a name, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I'm only a raven. Actually, I live in the clearing of the first tree.
The clearing of the first tree. That's where I need to go. Do you know the right way?
I can't find it myself. Everything's changed here, especially with all those strangers hanging around now.
You live in the clearing of the first tree?
Yes,
But I thought the first tree wasn't the real tree. How can anyone live there?
that's easy. Everyone leaves behind a memory when departing from the clearing of the first tree. A raven like me visited the clearing in a dream. When he left, I stay behind as a memory of the tree.
So you're just a memory?
Just? I think that's a whole lot. The first tree remembers many things. Even after its time had ended, it remained rooted in the woods. It knows the secrets of the forest.
That's some little history about the first tree. So he was a real raven, but he's a memory of himself that is now trapped or living here.
What kind of place is this?
You're at the threshold between dream and reality.
Dream and reality?
Dreamers come to visit my clearing in their dreams. Everyone knows how to get to this place. A sleeper knows the way. Wah!
But I'm not asleep, and I can't find the way.
That makes two of us. A voice just now said that you could ask someone for help.
Yes, but how?
He said that you've done it before. Somebody came here once to meditate about his past. He thought up this wheel.
What wheel?
This wheel. If you turn the wheel, the crossroads will show you paths that are hidden deep in your soul. Places you have seen. Places you are going to see. And places that have shaped your life. Even if you never realized it, perhaps it can help you. But they are not true paths, just windows or images. I don't know much about these things. I'm only a raven.
So,
I'll keep trying my luck. See you later.
Wah! Good luck.
thank you. So, if you guys remember, at the very, very beginning of the game, the first task that we had to do was make a carrot flame. So, what this wheel is going to do is it's going to bring up past sections of our lives. See?
The paths have changed. How very strange. They're not even paths anymore. Almost looks like windows to different places.
So these are all memories of Jerry's life. So there's a flooded city.
I think I saw this bridge before. On television. Looks like nobody lives in those houses anymore. Almost like my home, the last time I saw it.
Yeah, so it's all things that he's done before. So, one of the things that we needed from a carrot flame was black powder. So if we go to the cannon...
That's one of the cannons belonging to the guards of Mousewood. It looks like I might be able to stick in my hand from here. How strange, indeed. I now have a handful of black powder.
There we go. So we gotta turn the wheel again.
Heave! Oh!
And our thing has changed again, and this is a cameo from another one of their games. This is from the Whispered World. Let's see if Jerry knows what it is.
I think it's stuck in the ice.
Yep, yeah, it is. That's so cool. Yeah, next thing that we needed was a nut. And acorns are nuts.
Isn't that the Mousewood Town Hall? I think I can reach the nets from here. Ha! I swiped a few acorns. Funny, they're so small. Looks like I'm no longer the size of a mouse. I hope this won't plunge the people of Mousewood into an acornomic crisis. Oh well, it's all for a good cause.
Very funny with your puns there, Jer. So next place we need to go to is the rusty metal door, which, if you remember, is inside the dwarf's house. And we need to pry it open.
Man, I hope this is just an illusion. Wouldn't want to be arrested as a burglar after all. Okay, I've prized the door open. Oh no, my stick broke.
That's okay. But, in return, we got a dwarf fruit. So, we have...
This stone looks like the one by the brook near the Temple of the Moths. A tree walker symbol has been carved onto it. The same symbol I drew on the face of the rock toad.
Yep, and that's a hint to tell you that you need to redraw the shape. So we're going to use the white pepper, like we use the white chalk, do the shape.
Maybe it'll work here as well. Now, I used the powder to draw the symbol of the tree walkers. I hope this counts.
Me too. Now in your inventory, combine your white powder and your black.
Okay.
And put your mixture inside your mug, which will be your vessel.
It's in.
And in the same order, we're going to put our bark,
Also in.
our nut,
Also.
and a fruit.
Okay, now everything is in.
And we shall use it on the crossroads.
I think I've got everything I need. I wonder if it'll work, even though I've modified the recipe a little.
I'm sure it'll be fine here. Now all that's left is to set it on fire. And to do that, we gotta turn the stone one more time. If you notice, we got a campfire over here, which has a flame. So let's go steal some.
Ooh, a cozy campfire. I think there's even someone sitting there. Whoever they may be, I'm going to borrow a log of wood. Ouch! Hot! Now what?
And we are going to light our carrot flame.
This had better work.
Your name. Tell me your name.
I'm Jerry. Jerry Hazelnut.
Jeremiah. Jeremiah Human. How were you able to summon me to this place?
I drew a circle of powder on the crossroads.
Very few have knowledge of this ritual. It takes inner strength to complete it successfully. Only the strong are worthy of our magic. Walking between worlds, I can see strength within you. So why did you call me?
We are stuck here, we need help. The old magician said I should ask you for help.
The old magician said I should ask you for help.
Aro Molina. That is why your spell did not release me. That is why I am still trapped in the crystal. Of course, he allows me no more than these few words. But even that is a miracle. What you are doing must be very important to him.
We need his help.
I need help so I can find the great Zaroff.
Zaroff. Zaroff. He dares to leave his world? I never thought he could be that strong. Maybe I was wrong about him.
I'm stuck here. All the paths are leading me in circles.
This place is now a trap, leading back to itself. A dark spell must have been cast. Whoever cast it must have had a brilliant teacher.
But how do I get out of here?
A trap like this always has a way to allow the one who set it to pass through it unharmed. I sense that you are carrying a magical coin. The spell it bears is very familiar to me, but it is not perfect. Imala Maliciano, Camasiana Dosanola, Gretias Colostierca. I just bestowed a gift upon you. The coin will now show you the path when you carry it through this place. Follow its light, but you must take heed. Wandering aimlessly in this place forever might be a mercy compared to what awaits you when you follow the coin's lead.
Who was that? A friend of yours?
No, I don't think so.
You might want to try what the masked magician told you. You will no longer need these places. I hope you find your way to the clearing, although I would much prefer to keep chatting with you.
So what he said that we need to do is we need to use our coin, and when we put it over the paths, the one that shines the brightest is where we need to go. So that would be this one.
Or Or maybe this way. Is this the right way?
Let's do it again. Well, I've done this one. I'm sure it's gonna be a
this way.
group of 3.
Here. Again. This is giving me a headache.
Me too, Jer. Let's try one more time. Yep, so it's this one.
Or maybe this way. Oh man, I think I'm moving in circles. I wish I knew what to do. Maybe I can get through to the Marquis or the old magician from here after all.
And I think one more time is gonna do it. And the big way. Let's go.
Or maybe this way.
We did it, guys. We made it to the old path tree.
This must be the clearing. The clearing of the first tree.
I see a volunteer who would like to participate in this magic performance. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please give him a hand?
Wow. It's a whole bunch of figures and stuff, but they look like the residents of Mousewood.
They must be the dreamers. The curse is drawing them here.
No, that looks like the mayor.
They must be the dreamers. The curse is drawing them here.
Yeah. That looks like a hedgehog brother. That looks like Conrad. That looks like Ludwig because I can see the headphones. So creepy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a volunteer. With my clairvoyance, I looked right into your heart. He sent you. A child. Jeremiah, I was once just like you. Then I faced the cruel reality. The facts. I became a grown-up when he locked me out of those incredible worlds. But our world is not a place for magic. No matter how brilliant you are, success is impossible. But I'm sure he didn't tell you that.
Nothing is impossible.
Only for him. You will soon realize that. He should never have sent you. He will soon come to realize his mistake. Perhaps he will grieve for you more than he did for me.
So I think we've met the great Zaroff. He's looking a little run down. And he's dressed oddly familiarly, or at least similarly to someone else that we've met.
What a lame performance.
You still have much to learn. The audience, they love only me. But we have wasted enough time. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I am banishing this boy into the wood of the first tree. No! And that, honorable audience, is magic! Is magic!
What a doorknob.
Jerry, can you hear me? We haven't got much time. My magic isn't strong enough to ward off Zaroff's curse for long. He banished you into the first tree. I tried to shield your mind from the clutches of his black magic as best I could. Do not falter, Jerry. Be on your guard. Zaroff's spell nails have darkened the soul of the first tree. Others must be trapped in its magical wood as well. Go and find them. Do not succumb to fear, Jerry. You must not give up. Must not give up. Not give up. Give up.
Must give up. You must give up.
Where am I? I must have fallen asleep.
The lazy boy fell asleep right in front of a portal tree.
And he wants to be a tree walker?
What a sacrilege.
Ah. Plato?
I'm sorry, but my friend Jerry needs help again. I haven't got time for strangers.
Strangers? But I am Jerry. He thinks that cardboard figure is me, and he doesn't remember me at all.
What wretch is this, daring to disturb the quiet of the woods?
The toad croaked angrily. It really didn't like being woken up.
Oh, it's a gigantic toad from the forest.
Silly little Jerry was actually dumb enough to approach a dangerous, gigantic monster toad.
I should talk to it. Maybe it knows how I can get out of here.
An excellent idea. Silly little Jerry is completely befuddled.
So it appears we are stuck on a stage of a deranged play created by Zaroff. And there's the first
Of course.
nail.
I didn't mean it that way.
So we need to speak to the toad.
The toad's breathing rather heavily. No wonder, it's got these ugly posters sticking all over its body. I'll try to tear off the posters.
I'm going to squish you.
It won't let me get any closer.
You spell disaster for everyone. You used us.
You want to hitch a ride on my bike, but I need to deliver the mail.
Jerry didn't care what the frog said because he was too lazy to walk.
What? But it wasn't like that at all.
I wonder if it would still say that if you never used Play-Doh during the game. Like, he wouldn't have an excuse for you being, like, the reason for him being late, because you never asked him for help.
These chestnuts are huge.
There's a script over here.
What have we here? Looks like a script to me. The Curse of Zaroff. Act 1. Silly little Jerry. I am not silly.
Hated by all woodlanders.
No, that's a lie.
An obnoxious moocher through and through.
That's not true.
Finally trampled to death by the angry rock toad.
Who would write this nasty stuff?
What a crybaby!
Nothing is like it seems.
You must give up.
The spell nails have darkened the soul of the first tree.
Just give it up.
The lizards. Zaroff!
Hooray for Zaroff!
I must stop Zaroff.
Woohoo! Jerry!
Curses.
Well, it seems like we're turning the crowd a little bit.
2 large boulders.
That were much too heavy for puny little Jerry, of course.
Huh, I'll show you. See? Oh, Mum was right. Milk does do a body good.
Funny. Those boulders look so heavy with them being cardboard and such.
I wonder what the switch does. It switches on the light. Surprise, surprise.
So we found something new, a voice tube.
Hello?
Hello there, Luminance Lighting Service. How may I help you?
A good friend of mine would like to be back in the limelight.
Who's the lucky guy then?
A large toad, here on stage.
Very well. I can see illuminating this gentleman will be a truly daunting task. This looks like a job for a Limelight Deluxe.
So while his eyes are shut, we need to quickly take the chestnuts and stuff them in his nose.
Uh-oh, the chestnuts went pretty far up his nostrils.
Take your hands off me, human. I achoo! My mind is clearing. I was willing to squish you, but the spell that fogged my mind is now broken. I will now return home to the streams of time.
The game glitched out a little bit there, but you get the idea.
Isn't that good enough for you?
So now we have to help Plato.
Plato, are you alright?
I'm sorry, but my friend Jerry needs help.
You don't have time for
Strangers?
strangers.
But I am Jerry.
Jerry didn't care what the frog said because he was too lazy to walk.
What are you saying, Jerry? You want to borrow my bike? But I need to deliver the mail.
Jerry didn't care what the frog was saying. He would simply take the bicycle when his friend was asleep.
He thinks that cardboard figure is me. And he doesn't remember me at all.
Well, how are we going to make him remember? By showing him the present that he gave us.
Oh, Jerry? Jerry, where have you been?
Where have I been? The three of us were in the dark tunnel. And then
Oh, just as long as you're doing all right.
I was about to say the same.
Friendship removes the nail? Who's supposed to believe that?
And we've completed our first stage. Don't worry, there's more of
Hey.
them.
What's going on here? Where did Plato go?
Unfortunately, Plato, the clumsy amphibian, recently had an accident with his bicycle.
Oh, really?
He broke all his frog legs on an oak while being forced to deliver a useless letter for a certain Jerry Hazelnut.
Ha ha! Man, miserable bitch bit.
Hey, look who's here.
Spotting Tater-Nose Bogey.
Maybe he can help me.
I really hope that they didn't actually break Plato's legs because he got taken out of the trance. And also his eyes are freaking me out really bad. Let's see what they want us to do in this scene.
The Curse of Zaroff, Act 2. Let's see. Without hesitation, Jerry accepts the leprechaun's gold, and in return gives up his hopeless fight. He ceases to live?
It's saying that it wants the kid to die?
Ha! First you wanted wishes, and now me glittering gold, as if I hadn't known it. All you need to do is give me your life. Right here, on stage.
Immediately, Jerry was absolutely determined to do just that. The end.
I'm not going to do that.
But gold is the most stable investment of all. Go ahead, boy. Draw your last breath. That would make everyone happy.
Yep, it deadass just told us to kill ourselves. Alright, that's cool.
How odd. There's a tear in the hill.
The silly boy felt himself slowly going crazy. Reality itself appeared to be breaking apart.
There's something behind it too. I can't ride in it with my hands.
Then let's use something sharp.
Right, this should work.
Wait, Jerry.
Yes?
Do you really want to know how deep that rabbit hole goes?
Excuse me?
You're about to uncover a terrible secret.
Fine by me. Lever? Is that all?
Jerry was so disappointed he wanted to die.
This thing's really obnoxious. Yeah, let's pull the lever.
Oops.
No! Ouch! The lovely shamrock. It came off.
I'm sorry.
He lost his shamrock again.
I think I ruined the lawn.
Ouch!
Oh no!
Oh no! Me gold! Me gold!
There! Now I can reach the top hat.
Ha! Jerry's lethal trap is sprung, and he steals the poor leprechaun's much more elegant top hat.
I just want to get out of here.
Dirty thief!
Well, who cares?
Yeah, everyone's against us anyway. Let's just do what we need to do.
Me poor gold! Me gold! My... Nothing but worthless plastic chips.
Curses.
By all the snatty snap-noses of all the peat bog banshees. If it isn't, young Jory, the plumber. Looks like you're rid me of my delusion, boy. Thank you ever so kindly. I surely owe you. Should I turn someone into a sheep to stop this madness?
No, no, no!
You must help me remove the nail.
All right, boy. And O'Donnell doesn't like to be beholden to anyone. This wish is on the house. Hail and rain and wafts of mist.
Thanks, Mr. O'Donnell.
The curse I was under is broken. I'm going home. And O'Donnell is born for freedom. You remember that, you ugly, conniving whisperer.
I like that we made amends with him at the end. It's cute. So let's grab this nail and we can move on to the next stage. Let's move on to Act 3 now.
The land of volcanoes, sharp swords and man-eating fox spirits. What a beautiful place to fail in, Jerry thought.
Just give up, bonehead.
Hey,
I'm a fox, I swear.
Kitsuna.
You are trapped in a human's body. No mask can hide that, Kitsune.
But
Humans and foxes can never be friends.
But if a human accepts a fox for who she is, doesn't that count?
Even if that were the case, why aren't you changing back?
I tried to change back. It just won't work.
You may wish to be a fox again, but your heart is lost. I shall protect your ears from the confusion wrought by humans.
Please help me.
I shall heal you from being human, or
devour you as a human.
Kitsuna?
She seems to need our help pretty bad.
Kitsuna! She can't hear me.
Human and fox cannot be friends. We have nothing in common. There cannot be anything. And even if there were, we would break their hearts, biting their flesh or biting their soul. That is the only bond permitted between us.
That's a little morbid. So there's another script here. See if it
Right,
tells us to
a
kill
new
ourselves again.
script. The Curse of Zaroff, Act 3. Little Jerry won't give up.
He kept bothering the foxes incessantly.
Until they grew tired of the immature smart aleck and devoured him, bones and all.
Ouch!
Well, that's not good. So, I think the only other thing that's left in here is this giant bell.
Louder!
But how?
That's supposed to be a hint for you to use the sound carrier.
Let's see what happens when I hold this thing against the bell.
My ears!
Now what we need to do is remind Kitsune that she knows us by using her bell.
I hope she'll remember her bell. Kitsuna?
Jerry?
Are you trying to rob me of my remaining senses? Human! I shall have all humans suffer for this, including your little Kitsune.
I'm a fox, I swear.
You may wish to be a fox again, but your heart is lost. I shall protect your ears from the confusion wrought by humans.
Jerry!
Quick, Kitsuna, run away!
You belong to us!
I will always be a fox, Jerry.
And Jerry's sound carrier shattered in his backpack.
Oh, great. The sound carrier broke. Kitsuna, are you alright?
Jerry,
Humans and foxes can never be friends.
But if a human accepts a fox for who she is, doesn't that count?
You may wish to be a fox again, but your heart is lost. I shall heal you from being human, or devour you as a human.
Kitsuna, don't listen to him. He's not himself. He will keep you forever.
Jerry, why don't you just leave? I will always remain a fox.
I know, and that's a good thing. You are you. You are a fox.
I am a fox. Foxes fight.
Young Kitsune, I am but a blind guardian, but my mind once again sees clearly. I owe you my thanks, human. Be a friend to her.
Friendship removes the nail? Who's supposed to believe that?
Well, we kind of knew that from the first act. And on to the final scene, Act 4.
Where am I now? Ice everywhere, and water as far as the eye can see. Ugh, the wind is very cold.
The boy was so overjoyed at getting to spend another vacation in one of the most beautiful places on Earth.
Vacation?
That, cheering loudly, he tore off his clothes and jumped into the ice-cold water.
Jerry on the rocks!
I'm beginning to think you don't care about me at all.
Mr. Hazelnut, I resent your attitude. The only thing I care about is art. But you just won't follow the script.
Yes, please forgive me. Oh, try harder.
I certainly hope so, you useless amateur! Now, where were we? The mighty polar whale broke through the ice behind Jeremy, and with his mighty voice he proclaimed,
You have made a brave effort. You even advanced to the edge of the eternal ice. But you cannot withstand the cold. It is time to give up. To let go. Join me as I slide into the dark, cold waters under the ice.
So this is the final act. If you haven't noticed already, we're going through the portal trees that we had visited before. So this is the last one where we got our glimmer of hope.
That is the eye of the polar whale. And he looks distressed.
and it's no wonder Jerry posed a sorry sight after all.
No, it's because of your posters. It looks like he's watching me.
And there's a final script over here.
Great, another script.
The magnum opus of the fantastic
Magnum
Zaroff.
doofus?
A first-class literary stroke of genius, you ignoramus.
The title is The Curse of Zaroff, fourth and final act.
A masterpiece of simplicity.
Jerry was at the North Pole, it was cold, he was freezing.
Just like really being there. It's so authentic.
Jerry was snowed in and frozen. Everyone was happy about that. The polar whale sang with joy.
What a beautiful ending. So tragic.
There's the Christmas tree from before.
A Christmas tree. Mum always bakes delicious mince pies for Christmas.
The young boy's yearning for the familiar sweets was downright overwhelming. It painfully reminded him of the fact that his mother would never again hold him in her arms.
This is just low!
The curse and all that is all right, but dragging his mother into this?
Disgusting!
Quiet!
Maybe it'll make me feel better if I take down the decorations.
And there's also a giant candy cane.
A gigantic candy cane.
Jerry couldn't resist. He had to lick it just once.
You just want my tongue to freeze to the thing.
Exactly. Finally, you've read the script. Go right ahead, then.
No. I'm going to save the cake for later.
Oh, the boy is just too smart for you.
Quiet!
I mean, we can also use it right now instead of later by combining it with the Christmas lights.
Ho ho ho! Now I have a very festive fishing rod. I bet this is how Santa fishes.
So what we have to do is we have to take the festive fishing rod and use it in the ocean, and we're gonna go fishing.
You know, I bet if Santa ever goes ice fishing, he takes along plenty of warm milk and cookies. Right, let's see what happens.
The polar whale had taken the bait and dragged the wimpy boy down into the icy depths.
Just a cable?
That's an evil,
Electric! It looks electric!
Yes, that's it. A wicked electric cable eel that's about to, just a moment.
That's about to wrap itself around my scrawny neck and zap me with a lethal electric shock.
Yes, exactly. Very good.
I think you need a vacation if you depend on a 12-year-old to create your art for you.
Ooh, burn, Jer. Burn very much.
The cable loops back there to where all the wind is coming from. Wait, why am I saying back there when I'm clearly on an ice floe in the middle of the ocean? I'll just pull on the cable. Hey, look! It's a wind machine.
Let's pull it one more time.
I see. Looks like the fan's direction can be changed.
No, you can't do that. The fan blades would chop up your delicate fingers.
Baloney.
And we freed the whale.
That is much better. Thank you, little lamb walker.
No, no, no!
Our nightmare is now over. But many are still dwelling under the curse of darkness. You have got to help them.
But I'm nothing but a herring.
And Zaroff is a mighty whale!
I'm way too small.
That is exactly your strength, little lamb walker.
Woohoo! Jerry! You can do it, Jerry!
Quiet!
We believe in you, Jerry!
Go, Jerry!
Yay, our friends are back on our side.
I shall now dive home. Be strong, Jerry. Be strong.
I will stop Zaroff. I will stop him.
Curses.
Now we can grab the final nail.
No, no, no! You'll ruin everything! You...
Jerry removed the nail. He realized that this was all just a dream that he and his friends were trapped in. He understood that he was able to change the dream.
But...
Because it was his dream.
But you can't.
The unfriendly man congratulated Jerry.
Congratulations, boy. You did it.
And was suddenly much nicer than before.
That was truly fantastic, Jerry. Boy, this was weird, but you kept on top of it. Absolutely awesome.
The end.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Jerry Hazelnut!
Encore!
Alright, guys. Looks like we defeated Zaroff's
And
play.
finally, Jerry woke up.
Bing! Gonna wake up from being inside the tree. We removed
No.
all the nails.
No! This is impossible!
We're back in the clearing.
The audience? Oh, are they spirits?
They're dreamers. The curse brought them here.
Oh, why are they so angry?
I've seen this before. They are restless. They are furious. They could forget their way back in their blind rage.
And then?
Then they would just become empty spirits haunting the dreams of others. Hitadama.
Watch out, Jerry!
Oh my god.
It came from over there.
Zaroff! You, calm down the dreamers. I'll take care of Zaroff.
But, Jerry!
He's right. You can sing, can't you?
Well, yes, but...
Aw, yeah. Getting down to this sick beat. I think we gotta listen to the whole song. Alright, let's just wait. There we go. Yay, yay! Round of applause, yay! Great music, and they just woke up everyone. Wonderful.
Now where did Zaroff get to?
You defeated the lizards, removed the nails. The Marquis chose you well. Now, show me what you're made of, Tree Walker!
Jerry, defend yourself!
So this is the final battle. So when Zaroff casts a spell, we need to match the color of it. And following, we need to select a nail that corresponds with it. So blue goes with the gold nail.
Excellent. You repelled his spell with the nail and rendered it harmless. Zaroff lost one of his spells.
He's using purple. So let's match the color again. And with the purple one, we need to pick the black nail.
Well done. You repelled his... Zaroff has a...
Yes, he's lost 2 of his spells now. Let's see which one he picks next. The red spell. So we're going to counter with our red spell, and we need to use the bronze nail. Let's grab that, add it in. This battle is skippable if you don't want to do it while you
Excellent.
play, but...
Now...
Yes, he only has 1 remaining spell left, but I wanted to show you guys how to do it if you were playing yourself. Let's finish him off with the green spell and the silver nail. And let me grab it. There we go. And that is how we defeat Zaroff and save all of Mousewood. And essentially our world too, because he probably would have destroyed everything. He's done for.
You took everything I had. For this I shall...
It is you.
You did it, Jerry. Zaroff used his magic against you, and lost.
I didn't mean to do it. Not like this. Marquis, are you...
He's still too weak. He cannot answer you.
Who's the boy? Where did he come from?
The tree, it remembers. It remembers the teacher and the apprentice who once visited this place. Zaroff did evil things. That's why he cannot look the child he once was in the eye. But who among us could, after all?
Who is he? What does all this mean?
The great Zaroff. One of the greatest illusionists of his time. You may have heard of him. Not many remember him now. In reality, he wasn't just an illusionist. He was one of us, a magician. Zaroff was the last apprentice of the Marquis de Hoto. When the rabbit trained him, he was just a boy, not much older than you. When his training was finished, young Zaroff and his teacher visited the clearing of the first tree, and they left some traces behind. The tree would remember them. Soon, the Marquis and Zaroff became living legends as they hurried from one world to the next, from portal to portal, and helped wherever help was needed. They were true tree walkers, but their path led them to a place where darkness ingrained upon their souls. I was there when the mirror of shadows disclosed to them their own potential. They beheld their own brightest virtues and saw the darkest chasms within their souls. And only few can bear that kind of truth. So it was only a matter of time until the dark seed sprouted within them. And when it did, the Marquis was the first to start doubting the ideals of the Tree Walkers. Then the apprentice started doubting the teacher, and finally the two of them turned on each other in hatred. In his blind wrath, the Marquis banished his apprentice to the world from whence he came. He took away his ability to walk between worlds, so that every portal would remain closed to him. Zaroff became a prisoner in his own world. A world that had room for magic only on its stages. Thus he became the great Zaroff, the illusionist. But the appeal of the new tricks he invented to captivate his audience soon wore off, and Zaroff fell for a second time. Marooned, forgotten. In his despair, he began to rattle the doors of his reality. He turned to alchemy, forbidden experiments, to open up the portal worlds once again. And with every failed experiment grew the hatred for his teacher and for his audience that no longer cared for him. And when Zaroff was finally driven by nothing other than fury and revenge, something answered to his rattling and knocking. Consortium Squamata. The lizards. With its false promises, the Consortium had already passed through many worlds. Promises that would disturb the balance of nature. Zaroff was approached by 4 members of the Consortium. They offered the magician a deal. The lizards had surreptitiously obtained the ability to walk between worlds, but they didn't know the way to the most secret of places. Zaroff, on the other hand, had memorized the paths of the tree walkers, the portals, the path to the clearing of the first tree. Thus he led the lizards through the portals, betraying the tree walker he had once been with every step of the way. In exchange, they gave him the power to cast a curse on one of the first trees. The lizards gave Zaroff 4 nails. 4 nails, made of 4 cursed metals, serving to drive the magician's spell deep into the trunk of the first tree, where it would take effect and make the inhabitants of the portal worlds his final audience, thus trying to obtain respect and glory by force. Zaroff's final great triumph. And while the portal worlds were suffering from the curse of Zaroff, the lizards invaded them, as they had done many times before. Only one could have provided help. But Zaroff's mentor, the Marquis de Hoto, had spiraled himself further into the darkness that the Mirror of Shadows had revealed to him.
The Cold One!
He was willing to let us freeze to death.
The good tree walker who had trained Zaroff. I had already given up hope I would ever meet him again. But when Zaroff entered the clearing, the first tree remembered the magicians. When it recognized the threat that the apprentice posed, the first tree brought to life and sent out the memory of his teacher. So, the memory of the Marquis de Hoto, shaped long before his own corruption set in, left the clearing of the first tree, and promptly forgot that it was nothing but a memory. And once again, he was a true tree walker. He set forth to find himself an apprentice, somebody who would be able to stop Zaroff. He answered your call. The roots of the first tree run deep, even into our dreams. The Marquis found you, Jerry, because you had a dream.
What will happen to Zaroff now?
This place might be his only salvation. He will remain in the shadow of the first tree. The Marquis, the first tree, they were right. You went beyond yourself. That's how you finally got to this place and faced down Zaroff. The Marquis made you a true tree walker, but you were forced to pay a high price. When the Marquis went from idea to reality by entering your world, something else had to go. Your father, as though through a revolving door, the Marquis came to life, and your father was lost in the rift between worlds and forgotten. But do not worry. You saved us all, and very soon we will return the favor. An acquaintance of mine once said, "Only those who get on the way can find their way." And so it came to pass that Jerry had to leave his mentor behind in the clearing of the first tree. Jerry knew that he had been more than the memory of a courageous, one-of-a-kind tree walker, more than the first tree of Mousewood needing Jerry's help. He had been a friend. Then, for the last time, the Marquis slowly turned and lifted his hand as if to wave goodbye.
I will never forget you.
said Jeremiah Hazelnut.
And I will never forget you.
Came the reply from the shadows at the foot of the tree. And the boy knew the Marquis, the tree. He would remember him. When Jerry returned to Mousewood, lost in thought, there was music in the streets, because for the first time in a long while an apprentice had come to Mousewood to study the art of arts. And for the first time in a long while, the Treetop Festival, the celebration of friendship and courage, was held in honor of an apprentice who had finished his training, in honor of the tree walker, Jeremiah Hazelnut, the rabbit's apprentice.
Damn. That ending was intense. Everything just came back full circle from where it had been before. Wow. First time playing this, completely blown away, honestly. It's a little sad though that the Marquis can't come back for real because he's only a memory, but that was really, really awesome and beautiful.
Isn't this a grand table?
We put it together yesterday in a hurry.
Very stylish, boys.
And it was great fun too.
Yes, diligent work is fun.
You again?
So before we go home, we can say goodbye to everyone in Mousewood. And you will get an achievement for it, but I just want to share all the dialect from all the characters and friends that we had made from visiting.
Not on duty then?
No. Penny is now the Crow Scout. He has to stay away from the cannon now. A few nights ago, he shot glownuts at the town. I knew there was something wrong with him.
Poor Penny.
Yeah, let's not take the blame for that at all. Totally Penny that did that one.
I love the Treetop Festival. I come here every year. I have this magic premonition that you will not be the last apprentice the people of Mousewood acknowledge in this fashion.
Oh yeah, he's back. He's all good again. Let's talk to Spitzweg.
Mr. Spitzweg, what are you doing here?
Well, I heard that in your honor they were holding the Treetop Festival earlier this year. So, naturally, I turned right around and came back. You must tell me all about your adventures.
And you tell me about yours.
Oh, you'll come and see me soon. I brought some lovely kelp tea from the coast.
That sounds either delicious or disgusting. I'm not sure.
They are holding the Treetop Festival unusually early this year, but sometimes it's a really good thing to revive old traditions. This is the most fun I've had in ages.
Glad to hear it.
This is a great, almost makes you forget all your troubles.
And little Ursula. Well said, Ursula. Well said. Plato and Anya are together.
Jerry, I heard you're about to leave us. I hope you'll visit us again soon.
Sure, I live just around the corner. Well, so to speak.
Really? How far's that on a bike?
Just a portal away.
Oh, well then you'll have to show us your home soon.
Absolutely. Love to have you guys over anytime.
I hope you like the cupcakes too.
No, I don't really go for sweet things. They're not good for the teeth, either. Yummy carrots, on the other hand. Ooh, I could gorge on those all day.
Somehow, I'm not surprised. Then why don't you order a carrot cake from Anya next time around?
Is that supposed to be funny?
He's never in a good mood, no matter what we say.
Hey, is it true that you saw the fox?
Yes, and I befriended it.
How cool is that? Much cooler than my stupid violin.
Oh, he seems to have had an attitude adjustment.
Have you seen my son by any chance?
He wrote me a letter saying he wants to retire to Coconut Palm Islands.
Would you believe it?
Just as I said. He's a born comedian. I bet he's sitting behind some mushroom, thinking up new material for our show.
Think your son stole your retirement plan there, Mr. Church Mouse.
Dance at last! Oh, yes! Oh, hey!
I'm glad he finally gets to dance after all the practice that he's had.
Isn't it amazing how my friend can dance? I wish I could dance like that, but I look snazzier.
Well, if you practice as much as he did in this game, I'm sure you could too, Edith.
Hey, youngster, remember, just because your apprenticeship is finished, that doesn't mean you're a master now. You whippersnapper. Age and experience form the stablest foundation there is. Don't you forget that. And now let's celebrate. Here's to you.
So kind of you. Thank you, Jonathan. And lastly, let's talk to the radio man himself, Ludwig Burrower.
Here's our tree walker now. I hope I can interview you soon. Then you can let us in on how you tamed the lizards, chased off the crows, and defeated the evil magician.
Okay, but...
No false modesty, please. You've got a good face for the radio.
That is rude, because you don't see your face on radio, you just hear your voice. So he just said that he was ugly, but it's okay, because no one will see it. Well, we've said goodbye to all of our friends, and now I think it's time to head home.
Isn't this a grand table?
Ooh, didn't want to talk to you guys again.
And it was great. Yeah, you were...
Whoopsie daisy. Took me out of it a little bit. So, I think it's time to go home, and the person that we need to talk to do that is the Wood Sprite, who I'm so happy is still alive and well.
Greetings, Jeremiah. The portals have recovered.
You can go home now, Jerry. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready. We said goodbye to everyone. Let's go.
Yes, I'm ready.
It's time.
And I'm going to come with you.
Just hoping everything's normal again back home.
My mother. Will they be back?
They already are.
Oh, look at the little puppy.
Cherry, we've been waiting for you for an hour. I've had to stop your dad from eating the entire blackberry pie himself.
I was hungry. I feel like I've been on my legs forever.
Me too.
And that's all Jeremiah could say. The fox girl still claims that he cried.
That's so not true.
Thus Jeremiah Hazelnut returned home, and thus ends our story. But with every ending, other stories begin. They are like waves in the ocean, always in motion, spilling over and intertwining. Some stories tell of huge problems we create for others that can barely be solved, even with courage, especially when you're nothing but a tiny mouse. But perhaps someone is going to step up. And then there are scary tales as well. Secret, forbidden ones that you can only tell behind closed doors. Are you suddenly cold too?
Who was that boy?
My friend's apprentice. Thank you for helping him. He broke Zaroff's curse.
I underestimated Zaroff, and that boy too. Will you finally free me from this prison so that I may once again protect the portal worlds? This kind of thing must never happen again.
You know that this is impossible, old friend.
Nothing is impossible.
Well, dun dun dun! I think I heard glass shattering at the end of that, so that can't be good. Well guys, this has been the Night of the Rabbit. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this adventure. I absolutely love sharing this game with you and playing it for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. And I'm really sad to say that there isn't a sequel to this as far as I know. They never made a second game, which made me really sad because I loved it so much. But there are plenty more Daedalic games that are absolutely wonderful, and I look forward to playing them in the future for you if you guys want. So please like, comment, subscribe, let me know what game I should play next if you're interested, and I'll see you guys all next time for a brand new adventure. Bye!